Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning into AMTV Alternative Media Television. Please click the link below. Join the Outsiders Club right now. Find out what the insiders are doing, the multi-billionaires that are scamming the system, raping and pillaging America and destroying the dollar. Click the link below right now. So Janet Yellen, the new Fed chairwoman, although she looks like a man, and I don't know who does her hair because it's pretty bad, is going to accommodate more. She's going to ease more. She allegedly says that she's still going to trim the QE stimulus from the 85 billion to the 75 to the 65 to ultimately zero in the future, as long as there's not a notable change in economic conditions. Isn't that funny? Notable change? Well, I could almost guarantee that there will be a notable change. Of course, this is a employee-less recovery as robots, take over our jobs and machines become the new workforce, and artificial credit at the Federal Reserve, which is now its third mandate to really financially repress the middle class, steal from you and me. So where is America headed? Well, actually a good comparison is to look at a chart of 1928, 1929 of the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the U.S. stock average, which actually is mimicking and pretty much shadowing what is exactly happening right now with our stock markets. I made a video about a month ago stating that it is, in my opinion, that the Dow will hit about 17 to 18,000 before ultimately crashing. At that point, I think we'll lose over 50% of its total value. Of course, we're already in a depression, but it'll be more readily apparent at that point as interest rates more than likely skyrocket, as the dollar is crushed by the lack of demand for assets such as U.S. Treasury bonds, and the Federal Reserve can no longer lower interest rates because they're already at zero and there's no other way to run or no other place to go. Republicans and the GOP, because again, they're part of the same two-party, really one-party horse system that makes up Washington today, announced that they're going to put together a bill that pushes up and raises the debt ceiling here in February. Of course, we went through much of these shenanigans just a few months ago as we were closing out the end of the year, saying that the world was going to come to an end. But now Republicans feel confident about raising that debt ceiling even more. So, of course, we can mimic what happened in 1928 and 29 right before the Depression. It'll get so bad here in America that people will be begging for Obama, their savior in Antichrist, to pay them with government benefits and pensions and Social Security and food stamps, which is basically where the country is today. We've totally lost our humanity. We've totally lost our economic solvency here in the good old USSA, which is a police state. Rand Paul came out today, said, do we even have a Fourth Amendment anymore, folks? And no, we don't. We all know the answer to that question. Of course not. It's been completely eradicated. This flag behind me is no longer representative of what this country is. This country has totally been destroyed, not only by technology and the technocrats that overrule us, that plan again to replace us with machines and form a transhumanistic utopia, which will really be the demise of humanity and our own new dystopic reality here on planet Earth, and I would argue the rise of the Antichrist itself. They have really no intentions and no plans to really propel anything that has to do with the Constitution, what stands behind me, these two flags, anything that we've ever fought for, could give two shits about the Fourth Amendment, illegal search and seizure, your freedom of speech, your right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. They're running drills right now that are alleging that Second Amendment advocates and that people that actually believe in freedom or keep a weapon is self-defense as terrorists. They're running drills. Homeland Security, by the way, we've reported on this extensively, buying millions and millions of rounds of ammunition, just arming up while they plan to disarm you and run terror drills that you're the enemy now, you're the terrorist. And the answer to Rand Paul's question is no. We do not have a Fourth Amendment anymore. Again, it's kind of a rhetorical question at this point. Of course we don't. The NSA isn't going to stop wiretapping you. They're not going to stop using smart machines in your home, your washer, your dryer, your TV, your alarm system, etc., your security system, from spying on you, using those cameras covertly to see what you're doing, you and your intimate relationship, with your wife or your husband, getting it on, those perverts over at the National Spying Agency, the NSA. They're not going to stop any of this. This is the Orwellian police state. This is the transhumanist New World Order agenda, where again, man will be taken over by machines. You're deemed and utilized utterly worthless by the technocrats elites. People like Ray Kurzweil that were just recently hired by Google that believe that they're going to live forever, take like 300 pills a day, and are planning on merging themselves so that they can become a transhumanist cyborg cyborg that lives forever, really create their own destiny. Russian billionaires that have started companies and will be uploading their consciousness into a computer and living through a hologram because they believe, again, we're only binary code, that there is no soul, that there is no reality outside of the digits 00101010. That's where it's all headed, folks. So really, I guess in the big picture, the fact that humanity by arguably 2030 will be ultimately replaced by machines, and the machines' AI and artificial intelligence, according to Moore's law, will far surpass the intelligence and the cognitive ability of human beings. The fact that we'll be extinct by that time, more than likely, according to a lot of very brilliant minds in existence today that are studying this sort of thing at MIT and other universities across the globe, I guess it's really small potatoes. I guess really the Federal Reserve and Constitution, all this kind of small beans when really the entire state of humanity is at stake. Our very survivability as Homo sapiens, people with a conscience that are able to have morals and to reason and know right from wrong and actually have a human heart. Have real emotion, not just a machine, not just binary code, not just 1010s and 10s, not just some Google-created algorithm out of thin air, this idea that we're going to play our own gods and live forever, and that we're going to basically mimic our own realities and live virtually through machines that can taste, hear, smell. You know what they can't do is they can't do the things that I just described because they do not have the human spirit. They do not have the human soul. They do not have the love, the caring, the hope. They aren't able to feel. They aren't able to truly think and to make decisions which are needed in order for us to have any kind of sustainability and any kind of quality life to create a better future for all mankind and all of humanity and people in general. I'm Christopher Green. Get this out everywhere. Hard-hitting in your face. Make this video viral. Peace.